My name is Danelle, and I'm so honored to be here with you today. We're going to get started just with a quick sit, and I'll just explain what I'm doing. If you are newer to the channel, welcome. If I know you personally, I'm so glad that you're here and getting involved with this idea. I've been ruminating on something for the last several months, and that is mostly primarily focused on service and how I can be of more service. So I've been teaching for over 15 years, and I think that this concept has been obviously very much in the landscape of the yoga industry, and certainly something that I was exposed to at a very young age and at an early point in my yoga career tenure and my studies. So I think that I've always been aware of it, but I also feel that I've had an opportunity throughout the years to figure out what that is. And so I think this offering for the next 10 weeks is really just an attempt to do something that could be beneficial to the greater good. I know that teaching yoga is such a privilege, and I'm so honored, of course, to have this as a career in the westernized world. And I also know that we can always be of greater service to the greater good. So while I am offering this as a donation-based offering on my channel, and I do hope that we can both contribute to an organization that needs us, like for this week, I'm thinking of the ACLU in particular, just the nationwide offering, just so that we kind of cast a wide net. I also know that this is just really a morsel of what we can do to support those in need. And I think that's basically it. I think that this is just something that I wanted to get off the ground. I thought about doing it in person here in San Francisco, and I was looking at renting a space, but it was going to be pretty small. And so, yes, while I could live stream from that smaller space, I also can just live stream from my apartment and hopefully reach a more global audience. So a lot of the impetus for this series to get started was because I had the fortune to go to Bali at the beginning of the year, and that was my first visit. Not my first visit to a third world country, but certainly my first visit that far away in Indonesia. And I read a book. I actually have it nearby. It's in my closet, actually. Let me grab it. It's Carrie Kelly's book. It's called American Detox. And so, hi, Cecil. Cecil's curious now, too. So if you are in wellness or interested in wellness and how this industry has evolved over time, I think this is a really super important imperative read. I've known Carrie for probably the same amount of time that I've been teaching yoga, just through like the community. And I was hesitant to read it because I didn't really want to face a lot of the stuff that she talks about, but it is really important. So outside of that, I think that I was already feeling this call towards activism and doing something. And then all the things that have happened so far this year, right? We've already been a month in. I was joking yesterday with my retreat attendees, like, can we start over? Can we start 2026 over again? But really, like the culmination is getting us to do things, to be more active and mobile, and hopefully take note and make change happen, right? Do our best to do something for the greater good. So over the next 10 weeks, we're going to come together every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to do a little talk about something and then a little practice. And I've been talking for quite a while, so I'll just briefly touch on this, and I'll try to integrate it through the asana, the movement experience. But I'd like to do the yamas and the niyamas. Basically, the yamas are principles or guidelines, basically a toolkit for how we can show up with each other or to all beings, right? Including our pets and our neighbors and our loved ones and those that maybe we find conflict with. And then the niyamas are basically a toolkit or guidelines for yourself. So ways that you can kind of use the practice to create a safer container or a more holistic experience for yourself. And really both can be interchangeable, but that's just kind of how they're depicted in the Yoga Sutras. So the first one is so poignant for what we're talking about today, which is ahimsa, non-violence. Hims, the word HIMS, or however you want to translate it, is basically to strike. And so the ah portion negates the striking. So non-violence, non-striking. And that coincides with compassion and tolerance and service, right? Just basically being of service to each other, trying not to harm another human or another animal. And we can go super deep into this concept, but I think you get the idea, non-violence. And one thing that I've learned throughout the years with my teachers is something that helped me, probably like my second 300-hour training in 2018, that's when it started at least. I was, reviewing the philosophy with my teacher, and he had presented it or posited an idea that it's not so much nonviolence to each other, but like it's nonviolence to ourselves as well. So it's always the antithesis of what you think. So it's not just about, being kind and compassionate to somebody else. Of course, it begins within. So the act of being nonviolent to yourself, that's what we eat. That's how we treat our bodies, like how, we like wash our face, like all of those things, excuse me, all of those things. And basically how we show up for ourselves. And then of course, how we show up for all beings everywhere. I think I've made my point. I'm going to go ahead and get into the movement practice so I don't bore you too much. But this is really important stuff. Again, this is the American Detox book. If you're interested in it at all, I don't know if that's showing up correctly. Hopefully it is. It's a mirrored picture. I'm going to keep my phone nearby just so I can keep time. And I'm going to get started with a little gentle movement. I think that's important. A little gentle movement. And maybe Cecil, my beloved canine companion, will accompany me for this. All right, Cecil, let's get started. Can I have some space on my mat, please? Maybe you want to come on my bellies? All right. Here we go. Constructive rest. Feet wide, knees in. One hand to your belly and then one hand to your heart. Let's begin and ignite the breath. Take a full breath, inhale. Audible exhale, let it go. Do that again, please. Breathe in. And let it go, breathe out. Let's try a little breath retention now. So take a full breath, inhale. Pause and hold the breath. 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, let the breath go. Let's do that again. Inhale, fill up. Pause and hold it. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Good. One more cycle. Breathe in. Pause and hold. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Well done. Okay. From here, let's go ahead and separate your knees apart. I'm going to scoot you over here, Cecil. Okay. You can stay nearby if you like. Take your arms alongside your body. Fingertips tickle your heels. I love you. Yes, I love you so much. Cleansing breath in. And cleansing breath out. So with your heels still grounded, knees still bent, go ahead and lift your hips up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the pelvis down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same. Lift up slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to add the arms now. Lift up slow. 5, 4, 3. Maybe reach to the space behind you. 2. All the way back on 1. Exhale, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about twice more? On your own, lift. 5. Exhale, 5. Final round, inhale. And exhale. Good. When you're all the way down, hug the knees into the chest. You can rock a little bit there side to side if you like. If you have a dog next to you, maybe rock to one side. If you have the room, oh, thank you, Cecil. You can rock forward and back, forward and back. Massage your spine. And then eventually we'll come up to a comfortable seated position. So sitting up nice and tall, cross-legged or kneeling. We'll circle the arms wide up and overhead. Inhale. Let's go side bend to your right. Take your right hand down, arc your left arm up and over, side body stretch. And let's pulse. Inhale, back away a little bit, sit up tall. Exhale, arc up and over, side bend. Do it again. Inhale, back away, lengthen. Exhale, up and over and reach. Awesome. One more time. Inhale, back up. Exhale, up and over. Let's stay there and then bend your top arm. Hold the back of the head. Remember, this is all about non-harming, non-violence. So be gentle with yourself. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, contract. Left elbow towards right knee. Do it again. Inhale, open wide. Lean back and look up. Exhale, contract, hollow and round. One more time. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, contract and round. Let's stay in the fold this time. Extend your top arm out in front of you or towards the side. Take your opposite arm and extend it. And then I like to press into my fingertips. Think cat pose. Round the spine, coil in. Listen, you can stay there if you like. Otherwise, crawl yourself forward. Work with the space that you have. Cecil's right beneath my chest. You're going to fold in. Breathe in. I really don't mind it. It's so comforting in a way. Exhale, breathe out. Slowly roll your way back up to seated. And we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to lift my pup up. Put you over there. Thank you. Hands behind you. Heels in front of you. Reverse tabletop. Press into your hands. Press into your heels and lift. I'll try to do that on profile next time. Go ahead and sit back down and try your best to remember which leg was in front. Don't fret it, but cross the legs the opposite way. Inhale, circle the arms forward or wide up and overhead. Let's go to the other side. So left hand down now, right arm marks up and over. And let's pulse. Inhale, back off a little bit, sit up. Exhale, arc up and over and extend it. Do it again. Inhale, back away. Exhale, arc up and over and reach. So nice, team. One more time. Inhale, back off. Exhale, up and over, pause, and then maybe stay there, maybe lower down to your left elbow. Bend the top arm, the right arm, hold the back of your head. Open the chest a little bit, maybe lean back and look up. Exhale, contract and round, right elbow towards your left knee. Do it again. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, contract and round it. Oh, that feels so nice. One more time. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, contract and round it, and then pause there. Begin to extend your right arm to the left. Maybe extend your left arm straight. Push into the fingertips. Dome out the back of your body. Round your spine. Take a breath. And then slowly walk your way forward. Any amount. I can go a little bit deeper this time. Seated, forward, bend. Take a pause. Breathe in. And let the breath go. Breathe out. All right, let's roll on up to seated. I'm going to show you on profile now. If you're unsure, reverse tabletop is just exactly how it sounds. Hands beneath your shoulders, heels beneath your knees, and then press into your hands, press into your heels. What I love about this pose is that you really can't lift too far. So power those legs and arms and lift yourself to table height. Yeah? Sit back down, cross the ankles. Let's come forward onto all fours. Tabletop position. I'm just going to pin my hair back so it's not in my face or in the microphone sound. This is my first YouTube live. Can you tell? So we're going to learn together. Come on, hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. I guess that's not true. I did a YouTube live once for You Aligned, or what was Yogi Approved. Go ahead and shake your booty side to side. Rock your hips one direction and the other. Bonus points if you can go find that YouTube live from Yogi approved days. Go ahead and circle and undulate the spine in one direction. Undulate the spine in the other direction. Maybe begin to find some cat's breath. Cat, cow, Bittilasana. Inhale, you can extend the spine. Exhale, hollow and round the spine. 2 more. Roll the shoulders down the back, arch and extend. Exhale, hollow and round. 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders down the back, arch and lengthen. Exhale, hollow and round and contract. If you practice with me regularly, you know I love this one. Puppy pose. We've got some puppies in the house. Arms extend out in front of you. Come onto the fingertips. Arch the back a lot. Stick your butt out. Lengthen your spine and melt your heart towards the mat. And then we go gently. Pulse. Push into the hands, the fingers, round your back body. Exhale. Arch the spine. Melt towards the mat. Do it again. Inhale. Puff. Round. Back body. Exhale, extend the spine and melt back down. 1 more time. Inhale, push the earth away, hollow and round it. Exhale, arch and extend it. Now we're going to slither on down to Sphinx. How did you know I was coming for you, Cecil? Slowly lower onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Take a screenshot. Just kidding. Press into your forearms, press into your hands, lift your heart. And then you can lower all the way down. I'm going to turn around so he's not in my way. And then maybe we'll do that shoulder stretch we love so much. So if you can't quite see me on the floor, I'll actually demo this at the wall. You can be still on the floor. You can come to a wall with me. Your arms are going to be out into a cactus-like shape on the floor or on the wall. Yeah? Look to the left. Pop up onto the left fingertips. And then begin to roll onto your right side. So if you're on the wall, it's pretty easy. Just kind of turn to the left. Your right hip can be up against the wall. And of course, if you're on the floor, right hip against the floor. Maybe if you're on the floor, you can stagger the legs, left leg behind the right, or just stack hips, shoulders, knees. And then make sure you're adding some pressure with the right palm. A little bit of pressure goes a long way. So you can actively stretch the front of your right shoulder, the pec muscles. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, that was quite a while. Let's go ahead and come on back to the belly. Let's just lie down or come onto the wall as you are. Forearms can stack or palms stack. You can give your hips a little shimmy and shake. Work with the space that you have. So once again, at the wall or on the floor, arms out into a cactus. Look to the right. Pop up onto the right fingertips. Keep the left arm wide and then roll onto your left side body. Start here. Stack the shoulders, the hips, the knees. This is already quite a bit. You can see me in the camera. It is like quite an opening for the front of my chest, just where my left arm lands. We're not here. We're not here. That's pretty important. You want the elbow to be above the shoulder and add a little bit of pressure, left palm onto the wall or onto the floor. I feel this one more on the left side. Big breath in, big breath out. Well done. Slowly come back onto the belly. Same. Try to stack the palms or the forearms the opposite way. Rest your chin or forehead in your hands and wiggle your hips a bit side to side. Remember, non-harming is the theme. Ahimsa. Slowly lower all the way down to the belly. Come onto the fingertips outside of your shoulders. Press into the fingers, press into the tops of the feet, and slowly come on up, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Oops. Exhale, come all the way down. Do it again. Press into the toes, press into the fingers, and rise. Exhale, soften. One more time. Press into the toes, press into the fingers, and rise up. Maybe this time fully straighten the arms if you feel like you have that range of motion. And then come all the way down to the level that you can. Let's come back into child's pose. So hands and knees first, and then knees wide, toes wide, and knees wide, toes together. Send your hips back to your heels and take a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Well done, team. Let's come back to all fours, tabletop position. And then right away, tuck your left toes under and extend the right leg straight back. A couple times you're going to rock a little bit forward and then rock a little bit back, rock a little bit forward, rock a little bit back. Maybe one more time, rock forward and rock back. Now lift the right leg up. With the left toes tucked, press your way back up into three-legged dog. This could be quite a lot, so if you want to stay on your left knee, you're welcome to. Maybe bend the right knee and then circle the right ankle in one direction. Circle the right ankle in the other direction. And then finally, re-extend the right leg towards straight before you gently bring your right foot between your hands. So step forward. And if you can't quite get the foot forward, just grab your ankle, give your right foot a little nudge forward, and then drop down towards your left knee, okay? Climb up onto your right thigh. You can pad beneath the left knee as you need to, maybe with a towel or an extra blanket. We're gonna stack the palms, one hand on top of the other on top of the right thigh, and then allow the pelvis to drop down. Here we go, lunge pulse. You're gonna pulse like cat pose. Flex the spine, hollow and round it. Exhale, lower the pelvis, extend the spine and lengthen. Beautiful. Do it again. Pulse, push into the fingers, the hands, around the back body. Exhale, lower, lengthen, and lift your heart. You got it. One more time. Pulse, hollow and round the back body. Exhale, lower down and lengthen the spine. Beautiful. Lower the hands down outside of your front foot. I didn't grab props today because I wasn't sure what you would have at home. So we're going to work without props, but if you want to add props, you're welcome to. Maybe blocks beneath your hands. Fingertips or blocks outside of your right foot. Drop your pelvis, lift your heart. Then it's half split. Inch your left knee back. Extend your right leg towards straight. Pull your hips back, lengthen your spine, and take a bow. Remember, non-violent, so go slow. Be mindful. Drop your pelvis, lengthen your spine. Kind to your body, to your heart, to your mind. Pull back and bow. One more time. When we are more generous with ourselves, then we can be more generous with each other. It makes total sense. We just need that constant reminder, right? Okay, once you're done with that, let's rebend the right knee. Bring the right foot back to meet the left foot, tabletop. Let's do one of those transitions again. Now that the pups are sleeping, walk your arms forward, arch your back a lot, melt your heart towards the floor. Let's pulse, push into the hands, the fingers, round your spine just once. Exhale, stick your butt out, lengthen your spine, melt your heart towards the mat. Come on down to Sphinx pose, lower down. Press into your hands, press into your forearms, glide your heart forward, and then come all the way down. Super Cobra, fingers down, feet down, press into the toes, press into the fingers, and rise. Exhale, come on back down. Transition the same. First it's tabletop, nice and slow. Exhale, then it's child's pose. Knees wide, toes wide, or knees wide, toes together. Capture the breath in. And let the breath go out. All right, come back onto all fours, other side. So start with the right toes tucked, just so you have that stable base. You might remember where we're headed. Then you're gonna extend the left leg towards straight and just start to rock a little bit forward, rock a little bit back, rock forward, rock back. This is good for your plantar fascia, right? The connective tissue beneath the sole of the foot that always needs a little love, and a nice calf hamstring stretch, very subtle. Once you're there, tuck the right toes under, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Push your way up and back. Strengthen your arms and your legs. Bend the left knee, oops, and then take a twist. Hit my mom's painting. Circle the left ankle in one direction and the other direction. Most importantly, this is the first kind of effortful thing we've done so far. So really push into the hands, stretch the arms towards straight, and then add a little rotation. When you feel ready, extend your left leg up. Hug the left knee into your chest, look forward, step forward, left foot to your left thumb. And once again, of course, if you need to nudge it forward, go ahead and do that. We all could use some help sometimes, right? Lower the right knee down, pad as you need to, climb up onto your left thigh. Stack the palms, one hand on top of the other. It doesn't quite matter which one is which. You do your best. Allow the pelvis to drop, allow the spine to lengthen. Here we go. We pulse, push down, hollow and round. Exhale, lower, lengthen, and lift. Do it again. Inhale, push down, hollow and round. Exhale, lower, lengthen, and lift. One more time. Inhale, push down, hollow and round. Exhale, lower, lengthen, and lift. Now stay in the depth. Release, hands outside of your front foot. Blocks can be helpful, or just pop up onto the fingertips, right? low lunge, half split pulses. We're gonna press the hips forward first. It's low lunge, and then it's half split. Inch your right knee back, extend your left leg towards straight-ish, pull the booty back, lengthen the spine, and then take a bow. Do it again. As you come forward, you allow the pelvis to drop and allow the spine to lengthen. And as you come back, you keep that length, but then you inevitably soften and round your back body. One more time. Bend your front knee, nice and easy, slow and methodical. Exhale, pull back, Ardha Hanuman, half splits. Okay, you got it. Rebend the left knee. Last time like this. Bring your left knee back to meet your right knee, all fours. Here we go, puppy pose. Arms extend, fingertips forward, lengthen the spine, and bow your way down. We pulse, push into the hands, the fingers, around your back body. Arch the back a lot, melt your heart towards the earth. Come on down to Sphinx, slither on down to your Sphinx pose. Hips to the mat, palms spread, heart glides forward, breathe in. Lower all the way down, breathe out. Fingers wide, feet wide, press into the toes, press into the fingers, and lift yourself on up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Well done. Tabletop again, all fours. Child's pose, knees wide, toes wide, knees wide, toes attached. Let's try a twist here. So first, look forward, come onto all 10 fingers, onto your fingertips. Take your right arm, weave it underneath the left arm, and rest your outer right shoulder down. This is like thread the needle, but a lot more subtle. Maybe left hand circles up to the sky, turn the left palm away from you, and then drape your left hand behind your lower back. Capture the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's switch it. Left arm's gonna go forward. Right arm's gonna go forward. Take your left arm underneath the right arm. I have less space near the wall, so I'm gonna bend my left elbow in order to make that happen. Maybe right arm to the sky. Maybe turn the right palm away from you and then drape your right hand outside of your left hip now. Capture the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Great. Go ahead and re-extend the arms towards straight. And from there, let's go ahead and roll on up vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. Come to Vajrasana or a variation of Vajrasana, kneeling hips to heels. I'm going to scoot forward so I have more space to demonstrate this. But I call this one like a saddle camel combo. Basically, saddle pose is a yin pose, and camel is a yin / vinyasa hatha style posture. You know, it's all semantics, but this is what I call this one. So your knees are actually wide like saddle, and your feet are together like saddle. But we're going to do a camel-like action in our spine. So take the right hand outside of the right foot. Blocks needed, use them. Left arm to the sky. This can be your pose, right? You can just stretch to the left side of the body. This is so glorious and expansive. If you want more, you can lift the pelvis and stretch the left side of your body long. Capture the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your hips to the mat. Lower your left hand down. Let's switch it. Left hand outside of your left foot. Right arm up and over. Pause. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, press the pelvis forward and stretch the right side of your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower back down. Listen, you can stay with that pace or go a little faster with us. Right hand down, left arm up. Press the pelvis forward, stretch the left side of your body. Sit back down. Switch. Left hand outside of left foot. Right arm up and over. Press your shins down. Stretch the right side of your body. Good. Sit back down. Go again side to side, or maybe this time both hands behind you, blocks or fingertips. Press into the shins, press into the fingers, straighten your arms, kind of like what we did with reverse tabletop. Power in the arms and the legs. Pelvis presses forward, heart opens. Maybe if you feel comfortable, open the heart. Breathe in, let the head relax. Breathe out. Okay, come back down the same way you came. Sit your hips to your heels. Let's try embryo pose. So knees can be wide if you like for child pose, or knees together, arms by your sides, palms face up. Take a pause. I find that the yamas and the niyamas, the framework for principles and ways that we can live our lives, both on and off the mat, require a little bit of reverence, vulnerability, humility. And so a pose like camel can be super vulnerable and humbling at the same time. So let's do our best to offer ourselves compassion in this moment. Grace, compassion, love, support for yourself and all beings everywhere. Go ahead and roll on up when you're ready, vertebra by vertebra. Let's take a beautiful twist to end. So sit on your outer left seat. Bharabhadrasana, step the top of the right foot onto the sole of the left foot. I always think of this like I'm being painted for a portrait. Maybe someday that'll happen. Sit up nice and tall, reach up. Let's twist to the left. Take your right hand outside of your left thigh. Left hand props up behind you. And this very regal spine, you're going to sit up tall and then add a twist. If you want more, you can take your back hand, that's your left hand if you're following me, circle it around to rest on your outer right hip. And then maybe take your front hand, that'll be your right hand, nestle it underneath your left knee, add a little twist to the left, and the last component would be to look over your right shoulder. See, this is where the beautiful portrait shows up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, release that. To switch, you can just extend your legs towards straight and then move to the other side. So now it'll be top of the left foot into the sole of the right foot or something like it, right? You're on this outer right hip now. Sit up tall, inhale. Twist right, left hand outside of right thigh, right hand props up behind you. Always start with length on the inhale and then add a little twist as you exhale. Again, if you want more, half bind. Right hand sneaks around for your left hip. Maybe left hand nestles underneath your right knee. And you add to that resistance by rotating to the right. Finally, maybe gaze, the drishti goes over your left shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wonderful, team. Let's come on back, unravel all of that. Extend the legs towards straight and then hug the knees into the chest. We'll go back again with a little rocking action. Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Massage your spine. I'm going to come full circle. Before we do that, Apanasana or happy baby. Hold on to something, your knees, shins, ankles, soles of your feet. And you can rock the body as you like, side to side. Maybe go a little bit deeper if you want to. Maybe, I really am a huge advocate for like staying in your lane. And even if I can do happy baby, it feels so therapeutic to take a more softer approach. That is also a non-harming act to go into a more moderate experience. Not that you always have to do that, but sometimes it feels helpful. All right, when you feel ready, hug the knees into the chest. Cecil knows what Shavasana is about. You can come onto your back and take constructive rest like we started. So lie down, feet wide, knees in. Otherwise, you can join me in a seated position and Cecil is back to join us. And we'll finish off with a meditation to close. Just a few more minutes of our time left to share. So go ahead and close your eyes if it feels safe for you to do that. Begin this time with the self. Even though we're focused today on a yama, which is basically an offering to the world around us, I believe this practice begins within. There is proof that you can only you can only offer more from a full cup. And so, not that we have to get so egotistical or selfish in any way, but we do want to make sure that we carve out time like this series or like a practice or a morning meditation to tune inward, to check in with how we're feeling, where our energy is, where our mind is, how our heart is. And then, of course, to utilize that as fuel, as power, as foundation for offering up your heart, your support, your love, your kindness, your generosity to those that need it most. So tune in to this moment, how you're feeling in the here and now. Maybe offer a token of gratitude for simply carving out this time, whether you're with me now or practicing this class later. You showed up. And not in a selfish way, but as a duty to be of service to the world around you. May this practice of nonviolence continue throughout your day, throughout this month, the new month ahead, throughout this year, this lifetime. And may it show up in little acts, like offering up a parking spot to someone that you meet and cross paths with. Just let them have it. Or supporting a friend by watching their dog for an afternoon if they feel overwhelmed. Maybe buying the person behind you a coffee. Maybe protesting, right? Maybe showing up in solidarity and community. And maybe it's as simple as a smile at a stranger. These little micro adjustments or offerings can do wonders for our collective. And if nonviolence is our goal, is our principle, our guideline to work towards, then it shows up predominantly in those little moments, opportunities to do better. And then hopefully, of course, we can be less combative, less argumentative, less violent towards each other. May the work we do on this mat contribute to the greater good. And may this time we shared together be of benefit to you and all those you love, to all beings everywhere. We'll close the practice now with hands at prayer. If you're lying down still, you can stay as long as you need. Otherwise, we'll just close with a cleansing breath together. Take a full breath in and offer it up, exhale. Bow chin to chest. With deep, deep love, respect, and lots of gratitude, we humbly bow. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. I will figure out how to put a link to donate to the ACLU nationwide, but I'm certainly going to contribute to it today as part of our collective solidarity. American Civil Liberties Union, if you don't know what that is. That acronym is pretty popular, but just in case you're in a global place, you haven't heard of that yet. I am based in San Francisco, California, and I have been here for close to a decade, and I'm really grateful for this community and all of my community back in Colorado and New York and across the world if I've met you along the way. So grateful to have you as part of our community, and please know you are always welcome to reach out. I'm going to be here every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the next 9 weeks now, and we'll go through the other yamas and niyamas, the other guidelines, the framework for how we can be better yogis to ourselves and each other. I think that's all I have for today. I'm sure I have tons of other things I want to talk about, but we'll get to it. And go eat something nourishing, drink lots of water, get outside if it's not too wintry out there or cold for you, or maybe it's summer and maybe you can go enjoy the sunshine. It's a blue sky day here in San Francisco and a little bit chilly, but that's kind of the best. So I'm going to go cuddle my pups, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you again. Casey, so we have to say goodbye. Want to come say goodbye with me, bud? Oops. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.